With the launch of Beasts of Prey, we're further adjusting iron sights on some skins, including the Flatline Heatsink.
You ruined it. You ruined it and I'm leaving.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and with the collection event just a few days away, we actually have a ton of changes coming to the game. So we're going to talk about that along with the Heatsink Flatline because it is getting some changes and what is going on with the control mode. And we're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about Apex Legends. Okay, so the Beasts of Prey collection event is dropping next week, and while a ton of people are very excited about the upcoming Loba Warfan Heirloom, along with a ton of the dope skins that are coming in that are Alien vs Predator themed, which I am a huge fan of, there are going to be a lot of changes coming to the game. Some of the big ones that you might want to note is the fact that the crafting rotation is changing. It will no longer be the RE45 and the Devotion, as those will be coming back to the regular loot pool, but instead it will have the P2020 and the Havoc added to the crafter. They've also done a ton of other minor changes, which I think personally are fantastic. However, one change that has already been causing a ton of controversy is the fact that they are going to be reworking iron sights for specific skins, most notably the Flatline Heatsink, which everyone has been waiting for a recolor. Kind of crazy at this point that we saw one in the Loba comic and now they are actually changing the iron sights. Seems like they're really trying to ramp it up for a recolor in the near future, otherwise I can't imagine why they'd be teasing it and doing so many changes to it. But regardless, it isn't going to be just the Heatsink Flatline recolor that they change around a lot. There is also going to be other weapon skins. I would expect the R99 from the Season 7 Battle Pass, as that one falls into the same category of a lot of players praising it for its great iron sights. Regardless, they are doing this because they don't want to change the iron sights for the majority of skins, which would take too long, and it makes sense to do it for just a few of them. Regardless, I do feel bad for the people that did pay for this skin for a very specific reason when it came out and no longer has that functionality. But moving on, a lot of people did notice that in the patch update there were some changes to control mode added, such as they fixed a bug where if a player exits the game while the map is loading, they are unable to choose a spawn location, and one where players could not capture control points when phased. Now some people are curious because control mode will not be the limited time mode that comes in for this event. That is going to be the new gun run LTM, which has 4 squads running around with different weaponry trying to get kills, that has a throwing weapon at the very end. Also, along with it just being a great new way to play the game of Apex Legends, I don't know if everyone has noticed this, but it is being played on the original Skull Town of Kings Canyon. This is not going to be the relic that was put into Season 14. This is the OG version that is completely blocked off, as there is a giant sky dome similar to what we see in Titanfall 2 right before we fight Ash. So does that mean control mode is going to become permanent? Well, I wouldn't get too ahead of yourselves because it's likely to return in the future as an LTM, but before the season started, a Respawn dev actually straight up said that they don't plan on control becoming a permanent mode anytime soon. Can that always change? Yes, but I wouldn't expect it in Season 15, although it would be amazing if they did, because we are running out of new ways to play the game. I would also really like to see Gun Run return into the future also as a permanent LTM, rotating with control. I think it would be a great warm-up, as not a lot of players are fans of arenas, and for those that are, I think it should still stay in the game. However, it's not the greatest warm-up as you don't have rapid respawning to really practice your aiming. But something that they are working on to actually in the future help with that is it does look like we are getting some firing range changes. Over to the right of the iron sight changes that they showed us, you can clearly see that they have some structures there that look very familiar to Skull Town. Now we've known for a while due to internal leaks that there is going to be a firing range update where you can make the dummies fight back, you can make them go faster in the background, and it would actually be a pretty cool change if they added in these Skull Town like buildings for 1v1s for people to get practice moving around buildings instead of a flat open area. However, this is on an internal build of the game, so I would not expect this to come out once again in Season 15. This is probably still a ways off, or it could just end up being something that the devs use personally on their build of the game. But now that it's been put out there, I can see the fan base really liking this and wanting this to be put into the game in a permanent fashion. Let me know down below, how do you guys feel about them changing the iron sights to the Flatline Heatsink recolor? Do you think it's fair, or do you think it is kind of a ripoff to those people that got the battle pass done and feel like they've earned the reward? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the outlands, and I'll see you out there.